So the time right now, 2:27 p.m. in London. So let's have a quick look what's going on, or at least what we think is going on. So we're in a new week, and yeah, prices had 3 down weeks. But at the start of this one, because price today it's up 0.9%, there or thereabouts, keeps changing. So we have a weak candle starting to form, just first day going up. Jump to the day real quick. We have now 2-day candles going up. My red lines, if you remember my lines, see my lines, my weak points of interest. So price had come below 1, and it seemed to have gone in the other zone, the one that was lower now, where it obviously broke through the first red line. Like I said, it's not lines are just what I put. It's a lot easier for me, but I always remember it's a zone rather than a line. So really it's looking like price touched into that second zone and is ready to go up, but only time will tell. It's coming up to 2:30, so let's run through this real quick. What do we get from the 4-hour? That price is moving sideways. So what are we looking for? I would hope if price goes up, it would at least goes to my weak point of interest, 24,727. If it goes down, I'd probably expect it at least to go here, 24,182. Yeah, but let's get to a 5-minute and a minute chart and see how it reacts. Let's just go 1 minute. See, we already had a quick spike up. Yeah. What's in it? Yeah, maybe another 40 pips in it. For long, ideally I'd like to see price go past my yellow top of the day, high of the day, and close above, ideally above the blue, and prices looking like it wants to go. What would be my stop loss? Yeah, 51, 24,515 would be my stop loss. But let's not rush into it. And that's a big stop loss. Could I put it here somewhere? 25.37. Yeah, but might not really be worth it. Might easily come back, catch my stop, and go back up. So okay, we're still pushing. Let's look at the 5 minutes. Yeah, that's a really big push. And now we'll pass previous day's high. Yeah, let's get a trade in. £19. It's a big stop. Let's put a target in. £17. Ooh, not a lot, but hey, got 44%. So not quite even a 1-to-1. But at present, that's a trade I can see. Yeah, so it catches me just over my weak point of interest for my target, and just below this candle for my stop. Yeah, as you can see, price has been in a range all day, and it's now finally broken out the top end. This first 5-minute candle is still forming, so we're not quite sure. So yeah, we took a chance. Taking a chance, so we have to stop that big. Maybe it's one of the mistakes. But so far, so good. I need to see if I can actually put my target above that. See, again, problems and issues. Is it getting greedy? Low-hanging fruit is a low-hanging fruit, right? Let's see, on an hour, on a day chart, need to get that over. So we could go to 975 in the 900 for the day. Let's have a look at the week, the 4 hours, sorry. $25 is even higher. Yeah, 927. That's the 4-hour chart. That's for the assumption that there's some stops here. All right, let's try it. So the original stop was 737. So we need to keep an eye on this one now. Can't drop the low-hanging fruit. So on the 5-minute chart, we close solidly above the day's high and previous day's high, and still looks like it wants to continue long. And look at the distance as well, where price started the previous 5-minute candle. In comparison to my new target, it doesn't seem that far, right? Sometimes it goes there, and sometimes it doesn't. Is the trick to figure out when it will? Or do we just need to be happy with what we can make? Could I have gone into this trade a bit earlier? It would have cost me a bit less, as in my stop wouldn't have been as much. So then I probably would have got at least my 1-to-1. Now I would have got more than my 1-to-1. Let's look at the minute chart. Yeah, so from the first minute, second minute, I could have got in. bit earlier. But I'm in. So let's see what happens. So minute candles are coming back down, trying to force their way back down. They don't like being up. The 5 minute candle still looks okay. Looks like it's struggling, but it still looks okay. Another 2 minutes before the candle closes. Where will it close? Will it close slightly up or will it close down? If it closes down, it looks like a classic reversal sign. So what do I do with that? Because technically it's hit resistance, but that resistance was one support. So it's hit resistance. What will it do? Will it find the power, the strength, the momentum it needs to continue past resistance? Yeah, see, initially that was my first low-hanging fruit, where the red lines are just the points of interest and really should be a zone. I thought 24,717 really is the low-hanging fruit. But yeah, getting that stop, I wasn't in early enough, so it would have been ridiculous to stop maybe a 1 to 2 trade. And yeah, you win them, but you're not going to win all of them. So yeah, it wouldn't have really made that much sense. So we're having to push back down. Although I wasn't overly happy with where I had to put my stop, I'd like to think I was okay with losing it. But if I'm not okay with losing it, then why am I in the trade? So will it push all the way back down, or is this just a small bit of resistance before we go back? Okay, I'm comfortable with my stop and somewhat comfortable with my take profit. So let's set an alert and come back. Let's set the alert I entered at 624,629. Let's set the alert at 787, 24,787. Let's get rid of this one. And this one, they're not really needed. The 87, we want to sell. Let's set the alert. Seems to be rallying. Seems to be coming back up, gathering the strength, the momentum. But let's take a break. So I've been watching this trade, even though I said I put it down, I took a pause. But yeah, it's been okay. and I'm wanting to add another position, what I can afford. Let's just get the trade in and we find the stop. What are we, 9? So kind of unnecessary really, but yeah, it's that win attitude, I guess. So 937, 937. Now let's find the stop. Now, looking at the stop, and really, I should bring both of them up. But let's look at it. So price started here, 230. To there. And came back just beyond the 61% mark. This is the Fibonacci, for those who know. Those who don't know, this is not the time. But yeah, price came back, so let's look at it. 230. It started, went up to my weak point of interest, came back to the 61% on the Fibonacci, and seems to be going up now. So I wanted another position, which I got. Let's see. Yeah, so Fibonacci is basically giving me a bit of confidence that it will go up, but yeah, maybe I'm hoping it goes too much. I've gone way beyond my low-hanging fruit. Yeah, I've gone way beyond my low-hanging fruit. So will it get to my take profit? Time will tell. But as I've set my alarm, I haven't changed that alert. I didn't put my stop in. So let's put my stop in below that 61% where price came and stopped. So below 600, I'll say 524, 571. That's high of the day. So let's put that stop in and we can take a break again. 571. And we got another 1-to-1. Yeah, and getting in these trades late. But at least it seems to be going in my favor. So that's that stop. We'll take off the Fibonacci. So this trade is having issues with the weak point of interest that, yeah, is support and resistance simultaneously, but right now is acting as good support, let's say. I guess we'll be back again when the alert goes. I've actually gone quite a bit past where I set the first alert. I believe I set one up. But yeah, I continued watching it, and again, it's going in my favor. Just to take that bird's eye view. No, let's look at the week. Yeah, so what's that? The week's looking nice. It's only the first day. Wow, it's only the first day of the week, and it's looking like that. The day, it's looking fine. Like, I wouldn't say my TP is low-hanging fruit, but it's in that ballpark. Definitely in that ballpark. 4 hour. Again, we're just in the ballpark. Maybe we've hit the low-hanging fruit. Maybe the low-hanging fruit is just here. Oh, so we haven't quite hit the low-hanging fruit. 924, 905 low-hanging fruit. And let's go back to our 5 minutes. So our 5 minutes looking nice, and we really only have, depends on the strength of the candles, 1 or 2 more before we take profit. Now I'm going to continue this one. Okay, no. Yeah, see, things are going well. Do I make the adjustments? But this is it. This is how I'm working it out. Okay. So this is a really nice profit for the day, but it's only profit once I'm out the trade. I'm going to move my stops. I'm going to go 8.17. So 24.817, which should put me over my target for the day. But is it the right move? Okay, so I'm below that candle. I'm going to let this one play out. Without the commentary. If I do any adjustments, I might do some adjustments. See, I put my stop in now, or new stop, take profit stop. Will I take it away if price comes back towards it, or will I let it be? We'll see. But for now, yeah, we're just going to continue without any commentary. See how long it takes price to get to my TP, if it does indeed get to my TP.